Alright, y'all, so I got a bucket in front of me, and I'm just going to take a measurement here, see how close the bucket is. The bucket is 26 feet, so that's roughly 9 yards. So I got a bucket, it's 9 yards in front of me, and then I got a Coca-Cola can at about 50 yards out. And we're going to look at the bucket, and we're going to look at the Coca-Cola can. So we're going to start with the Coca-Cola can. So there it is. Coca-Cola can, 50 yards. Now the sun is still in the sky. It's 7 o'clock. I'm going to come back out here at 8 o'clock, and we're going to do the same thing. Eventually, the tactacam won't have enough light for you to see anything, but my scope will. So at that point, I'll be taking shots just so you guys will know that I can hit, and I see, I can still see real good out of the scope, even though you can't see it through the tactacam at nighttime in the city. If I was hunting, I probably wouldn't see nothing. So we're going to come in here. There's the bucket, y'all. There's the bucket. Now I'm just going to turn this thing, and the bucket should come into focus once I turn it all the way down. There it is. Alright, so I can focus on this bucket that's 26 feet away from me, which is roughly 9 yards. So bucket, 9 yards. This is at 28 times magnification. So I'm going to start stepping down the magnification now. There's 20 times magnification. There's 14 times magnification. And here's 10. So there's a bucket right there in front of me. 10 times magnification. Alright, I'll run into my tactacam if I go any lower in magnification. But if you look, you can almost make out that there's a Coca-Cola can right there. Now the difference between a high-end scope and a medium-end scope is when I get on my focus ring, I'm just going to run it up to 50, and I should be right, you should be able to see that Coca-Cola can now. So there you go. Yeah. So it's almost accurate enough, up to, I would say, 100 yards. It's accurate enough to be a range finder. Once I'm focused, I know by the focus ring that the distance of things with this scope, and that's what's really good about it. So I think those are the major differences between a high-end scope and a good scope. $400 to $2,000 scope is a good scope. You pay that kind of money for a scope, it should be a good scope. It should track, it should do all that, but it's not going to do this. That's the difference. You're not going to go from 4 to 28 times zoom on your $400 to $2,000 scopes. Your zoom isn't going to be as accurate as this zoom is. See, I come back to this bucket, and all I got to do, bring that to 8 meters, and boom, my bucket is in focus. Okay? Pop can is out of focus. Alright? Bring it in. Bring it to 50. And boom, my pop can is in focus. Um, and that's all I gotta do. Now I got the cat in front of me here. He's sniffing the barrel. He want me to let a pellet go on him, but I ain't gonna do it, y'all. I ain't gonna do it. So now I'm gonna go to 28. We're gonna do that same thing. So 28 times zoom. There's my pop can. Now that 28, I think I could dial that in some more and get a little more focus on that pop can. Where'd it go? That 28 is a little more shaky, y'all. But yeah, I can dial it in a little better at 28. I'm not on a bench or anything, so that's why it's a little shaky. But there you go. Alright, now I'll come back to this bucket at 28. I can't find it. Right? Can't find it. So let's just drop straight to 8 meters. And there's my bucket. Okay, now I'm focused. So that focus ring is that good. That focus ring it's a range finder. That's how good the focus ring is on a high-end scope. So like I said, I'll be back here at 8. I'm gonna let the sun get down some more, and I'll keep going hour by hour till it's dark outside and show you guys these same things so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, I'll see y'all again in about an hour. Alright y'all, so it's now 8 o'clock. My cat's gotten a little braver. So he's out here by the bucket. And we're at 28 times magnification. And that's what it looks like. Let's drop down to 20. Okay. This is my lowest. This is 10, and he's about 6 yards away from me. Alright, that's it. It is now 8 o'clock. He's out there prowling around. Alright, let's go to the Coca-Cola can. There's the Coca-Cola can. Alright, we'll shoot straight to 50. That should be in focus. Yep. There we go. Alright. This is 0 sunlight. We'll record on my phone here. And this is what it looks like outside from my Galaxy S10. The cat is taken off. There he is. Alright. Cat. Man up. And that's where we are at 8 o'clock. Let me try to dial this in so I can see what it's looking like on the tactacam. Alright, so there we are at 28 times zoom. The tactacam, it is around 8:15. Sun's down, pretty much dusk. and you can even still make things out pretty good on the tactacam. This is 28 times zoom, so this is my full zoom, optical zoom, and 50 yards. Okay. Let's drop back and see if we can still get the bucket. Right there's probably the bucket. Focus in. Focus all the way down. On that bucket. There we go. There's the bucket. That is just 6 yards in front of me. 28 times zoom. There's some lettering on the bucket. I'm going to turn it just so you guys can see. 6 yards, guys. A little picture on there, you guys can look at it. There it is. 6 yards. See if we can get the zoom a little better on it. This 28 times zoom is hard to work with. Here we go. There it is. See if we can zoom it in a little bit. Focus it in a little bit. Nope. So it's at the limit. I can't read the words on it. So it's just a little bit too close to get really good detail at 6 yards. But I mean, you guys saw the cat. If it was an animal or something, I could see it pretty good, but I can't get focused in good enough at 6 yards to really see the words and things on there real good. So I think if I took it out another 2 yards to 8 or 10 yards, I would be able to focus that in perfectly. But yeah, at 6 yards, it's just a little bit too close to really focus in. I'm going to take it out a couple more feet and see if I can get it out far enough to where I can focus in those words. Crap out of my cat. The neighbor's dog, he can't get loose, so kitty will be alright. Alright, so I got it out a little further. See if we can work with it now. Yeah, that's just a little further out. Now I can zoom in enough to see the words pretty clearly. Now you guys don't see it as good as me with the tactacam, but I can see it very clear. Like right now, you guys are, I've got it to where you can see the big words pretty clear now on the tactacam. I'm working it. That's it right there for the tactacam. But right there, I can even read the little words down here through my scope. You know, with what I'm looking at, I can read the words on the bottom that are much smaller. I have to focus it. That's my focus. Tactacam isn't focused in as good, but right at the bottom there it says, children can fall into bucket and drown. And then there's grass blades. I can't really read better, but that's what it's reading at the bottom. So I can focus in real good on this and see. What you guys are seeing isn't what I'm seeing through the scope. That's my cat in front of the scope. He ran back over here. The dog scared him. So we're going to go back in, come back out here at 9 and do some more. But that's just showing you. So the tactacam doesn't see as good as what you see out of the scope. And this is with a high-end scope. So if you've got a scope that's not as good, what you see and what we film and what you film is even more pronounced, you know, the difference in quality. So my quality is very good right now, and I can focus in and see those little words, but the quality that you guys are going to see through the tactacam isn't as good. But this is still, compared to what you would see out of another scope, is still good. And like I said, I haven't really been using my tactacam, so it's not tweaked in as good as it could be, but it's in there decently. So that's at 28 optical zoom right there. 28 optical zoom, and that bucket is probably now about 7 yards away, maybe 8. Where's my, I put my measuring device up, so I don't know exactly. But I didn't move it too much further back, so, oh, here it is. Let me see. No, I don't know where I put it. Here it is. Let's get a measurement. I'll tell you guys exactly how far away that is. You see my little red dot going on there. My little red dot, I'm measuring the bucket, and it's 31 feet away. So, yeah, it is a lot further. I moved it a lot, actually. So that's 10 feet. I mean 10 yards. So that bucket is 10 yards away, 28 power, and look at the clarity. Look at the focus I'm getting on that. Alright, that's the difference between a high-end scope and your average scope. Alright, I'm going to come back out here. It is now alright. I'm going to take a shot at the pop can. I don't know how well you guys see it anymore. Well, I missed everything. Thought I was sighted in good. Looks like I'm hitting to the left. bullseye right there. Alright. So now we see where the bullseye is at. I'm going to go turn that cam back around so we can see the bullseye. And that way, when it gets darker, I'll see if I can still see it. If I can't see it, I guess I won't take the shot. But as long as I can see it, I'll take a shot and see if I can get the bullseye. Now, I don't know how well you guys are seeing that, but, you know, I can see it. I can see it pretty good. Alright. I'll let y'all know what I can see. Okay, so at 28 times magnification, I can't see anything. I'm going to 20. At 20, I can't see either. Alright, so I had to go all the way to 10, guys. At 10, I can see, but I can't see good enough to take that shot. Alright, I can't see it good enough to take the shot. So at this point, the tactacam is useless.